Want to learn 50 words in just 10 minutes? Well, we are running a contest at a challenge at Wordaholics that you can master 50 words in just 10 minutes, and we will be giving you a small quiz at the end of this particular video. Appear for that quiz, and if you score 30 marks and above in that particular quiz, it's a very simple quiz. I will make the words absolutely simple for you so that you score 30 marks and greater in that particular test, and then you get a chance to win rupees 1000 in cash prizes. Yes, rupees 1000 in Paytm cash vouchers. Quickly moving on to the words. Today we'll be discussing 50 words in just 10 minutes. The first word is beleaguered. Beleaguered means somebody who is troubled, somebody who is losing, somebody who is not gaining, who is in the losing team. Beleaguered, imagine IPL going on, and in that particular IPL, whichever team is in B league is a losing team. A team is the winning team, and B team, the team which is in the B league, is a losing team, and that is how you remember beleaguered. Now the second word is bowdlerize. Bowdlerize, look at the word, look at the visual that we have provided. Bowdlerize means to delete parts of, to completely destroy some parts of something. If you use a boulder, the parts get completely destroyed. That is how you use bowdlerize. Moving on to the next word is cynosure. Cynosure is the center of attraction of any party, center of attraction of any particular function. It's a bigwig, is a focus of everybody. Cynosure, how do you remember this particular word? Look at the word on the left hand side and look at the picture that we have provided. Dinosaur. Imagine a dinosaur in a party. Cynosure sounds like dinosaur. Imagine a dinosaur in a party. As soon as a dinosaur comes, everybody will keep looking at the dinosaur and nobody will enjoy the party. That is cynosure for you. Somebody who is the center of attraction of the entire party. Decrepit. Decrepit is basically in ruin. Something totally ruined, totally falling apart. If something is fallen in the pit, if there is something which is of no use, you throw it in the pit, in the dustbin. So something, if it is in the decrepit, it definitely means it is falling apart, it is decaying, it is crumbling, it is of no use to anybody. That is decrepit for you. Next word is deleterious. Deleterious is something that is harmful. Imagine the virus inside your computers coming and talking to you and saying delete us, otherwise we will ruin your computer. So those are harmful viruses inside of your computer who are saying delete us, otherwise we will delete you. And that is how you remember this particular word, deleterious, that is harmful and damaging. Diabolical sounds like Dian. Somebody who has died and still is speaking. Sounds like Dian. Somebody who has died. Diaboli. Somebody has died and still she is speaking, means she is evil, she is ungodly, she is unholy, she is demonic. She has Satan power inside of her. Next word is ebullient. Ebullient means somebody who is cheerful, sparkling, enthusiastic. Imagine the bull. If you have a bull inside of you, you will be enjoying. If you drink Red Bull, you will be enjoying, you will be cheerful, you will be joyful, you will be sparkling with energy. That is ebullient. That is the word ebullient for you, that is the meaning. Embargo. Now imagine you are to go to a particular bar, but you are not 18 plus in age. You cannot enter the bar. So embargo is a ban, is a restriction on something. You cannot enter a bar if you are not 18 plus, and that is how you remember this particular word. It's a ban or a restriction, embargo. Next word, embellishment. Imagine Christmas parties and you are putting bells on the Christmas tree. You are embellishing, you are decorating that Christmas tree, you are ornamenting, you are adorning the Christmas tree so that it looks beautiful. Embellishment, putting bells on something so that it looks beautiful. Next word is emblazon. Emblazon is adorn, to decorate, to exhibit something. You wear a blazer and you go to a particular party, you show off, you emblazon your blazer. You emblazon your blazer, related to a blazer, and that is how you remember this particular word, emblazon. To exhibit, to show, to present. You have bought a new blazer and you are trying to show it to everybody. Emollient. Emollient is something that is conciliating, appeasing, relaxing. Now imagine the mall therapy. Women go to malls to buy a lot of things and that gives them happiness. That gives them a relaxing. If they are stressed, they go to a mall to get emollient, to relax their pains. That is emollient for you, a relaxing particular sentiment inside of you, emotion. Extirpation Extirpation is basically totally destroying something, totally exterminating something, or annihilation of something. Now, how do you remember this particular word? Look at the visual. The extra pate that you have has to be removed, has to be extirpated. The extra pate, the extra stomach that you have has to be extirpated. उसको आपको हटाना पड़ेगा. You have to destroy it completely. That is extirpation. The extra pate you have to extirpate, and that is how you remember this particular word. Extradition. Imagine that is the meaning of extradition is expulsion, banishment, removal from a particular country. Asking somebody to move from a particular country is extradition. How do you remember it? Somebody is, imagine this particular lady, she's eating so much. If she's eating so much, the country of that particular origin where she's living, the country will say, you leave my country because you're on extra diet. You will finish my entire food reserve. Do not eat, leave my country. And that is how you remember this particular word. Hamstrung. Hamstrung is a disability. You imagine your ham has got affected, your leg has got affected, and because of that you have strung your leg on the particular level that has been available. That is a disability. Your ham is strung on the particular thing, and that is a handicap. You are not able to walk. It's a handicap, it's a restriction, it's a constraint. Imbroglio. Imbroglio is a mess, is a difficulty. It's a fight between two people. Imagine two people on a debate are fighting that I am the bro, I am the bro. Both of them are fighting. Imagine that they are the dons, bhais. Bro sounding like dons, bhais. They are fighting with each other that I am the supremo. And that is why the imbroglio, the mess, the complication, the dilemma has occurred. Imbroglio. Next word is immaculate. Immaculate is basically clean, spotless, pristine, unsoiled, untainted. Look at Apple phones, the Mac phones. Look at Mac laptops. They are immaculate. They have, you cannot find a fault in that particular iPhone. It's white in color, crystal clear. It's absolutely non-dirty. It's unstained, unsullied, speckless, ultra clean, white Mac notebooks from iPhone. From Apple, and that is immaculate for you. Something that is totally unstained, unsullied. Insinuation. Insinuation basically means suggestion, hint, intimation. Insinuation. Imagine when Adam and Eve were given the apple to eat, they were committing a sin. They were doing a sin. The snake had come and asked them to commit the insinuation. The snake had come and asked Eve to eat the apple. That was committing a sin. That was, the snake was suggesting to commit a sin, and that is insinuation. Somebody is insinuating you, somebody is suggesting you to eat that apple, forbidden apple. Iridescent. Iridescent is a shimmering, glittering, sparkling, dazzling. Imagine somebody who is wearing red color, absolutely big red color cloths, and who is a singer. They wear glittering clothes so that everybody can look at them, and that is iridescent. Chamakdar. Iridescent is something that is red in color. Look at the underlined portion, red in color, and which is glittering and shimmering, which is gaudy in color. Kowtow. Kowtow is basically to be sycophantic, to worship somebody, to prostrate oneself before someone. आप किसी की बहुत ज़्यादा इज्जत करते हो, you are kowtowing. आप किसी को चढ़ाने की कोशिश कर रहे हो, चने के झाड़ पे चढ़ा रहे हो, that is kowtowing. आप you are, imagine, how do you remember this particular word? Imagine how in India we kneel down before the cow. We kneel down before the cow because cow is a respected animal in India. That is kowtow for you. Lackadaisical. Lackadaisical is careless, lazy, unenthusiastic. Somebody is absolutely unenthusiastic. Why is this boy unenthusiastic in life? Because he's lost her girlfriend named Daisy. He has lacked a Daisy in his life. He's lacking a Daisy in his life. If Daisy had been there, his girlfriend had been there, he would be enthusiastic. Because Daisy is not there, he's lackadaisical, he's unenthusiastic. Moving on to the next word for the day, licentious. Licentious is salacious, immoral, sinful. Now, you have to get a license to drink. You have to get a license to enter the porn movie. You have to enter a license. You have to get a stamp. Only then you can do something which is immoral. So that is licentious. Licentious is something that is, you are doing something wicked or corrupt. Moving on to the next word is linchpin. Linchpin is a keystone. It is a pin which is the most important thing. Suppose somebody is wearing a sari and there is a pin that holds the entire sari together. That is the keystone, that is the heart, that is the center, that is the backbone. It is holding the entire sari together, and that is a linchpin for you, something जो कि महत्वपूर्ण है, बहुत ज़्यादा important है. The next word is mendacious. Men on dates are insincere. Men on dates will tell soft lies. They are dishonest, they are lying, they are untruthful. They will tell a small amount of lies on a date. So men on dates tell a small amount of lies which are dishonest, which are untruthful, which are fraudulent in nature some of the times. Obstreperous is the next word. Obstreperous means something that is boisterous, something that is rowdy, clamorous, something who is unmanageable. Imagine a child on a tree per. Look at the visual, look at the underlined portion, tree per. Imagine a child on a tree. He is definitely an unmanageable child. You have not been able to manage the child. That is why this child went on the tree. Obstreperous, on the tree, unmanageable child. Ostentatious. Imagine somebody showing his stunts. Imagine showing bike stunts to somebody. He's showing off. He's extravagant. He's showing off. He's fancying. He's garish and loud. He's दिखावटी, वो दिखावा कर रहा है. He's ostentatious. He's just trying to show his stunts. That is how you remember this particular word, ostentatious. Parochial. Imagine paro. It's a limited society. Parochial, limited mentality of the society. Restricted, myopic, narrow-minded opinion of the society. Parochial views. Imagine Paro was not allowed to marry Devdas because of the parochial mindedness society, because of the narrow-minded societies. That is how you remember this particular word, parochial. Next word, philanderer. Philanderer is a Casanova, a playboy, a Romeo who has multiple number of girlfriends. Now look at the Land Rover. Philanderer, Phil reminds of Phil and Land Rover. That is how this particular word can be broken into Land Rover, philanderer. So Phil is moving in a Land Rover, and because of that Land Rover there are many girls who keep on coming in his life. He becomes a Casanova because of it. That is a philanderer for you. Next word, pique. Pique is to irritate something, to anger somebody, to annoy somebody, to displeasure somebody. How do you remember this particular word? Suppose you have come to the house pique. You have drunk and you have come to the house. You have come to the house pique, and then your wife, your spouse, your family will be angry with you. They will be annoyed with you. They will be resentful of you. They will be irritated of you because you have come to the house piqued. Pique आए हो आप. Now next word is plagiarism. This word, look at the visual that we have provided. Plagiarism sounds like coming from the word prism. If you put one copy inside one particular ray on the one side, multiple number of copies are produced on the other side. That is plagiarism. Plagiarism is चोरी करना. एक से आपने 10 कॉपीज बना लिए, that is चोरी किया आपने, जेरोक्स कर लिया उसका. That is plagiarism, piracy, theft, and that is how you remember this particular word, plagiarism. Preposterous is absurd, something that is ridiculous, something that is foolish. Now imagine, look at the word visual, underlined portion, pre and post. Pre is something that happens before, and post is something that happens after. If you combine both of these two things together, it's a foolish concept. It's a foolish, ludicrous, laughable concept. Preposterous means something that is ridiculous, that is absurd. Pre and post are merged together, that is absolutely ridiculous, and that is how you remember this particular word. Proffer sounds like offer, also contains the word offer. So that is basically, proffer means giving something, extending something to someone, giving something, offering, volunteering, presenting. Pulverize is basically grinding something, crumble something, and totally annihilate, completely destroy something, completely powder में बना देना. Pulverize. To imagine you're making pulao. You're making pulao of the rice. For making pulao, you require a lot of masalas. You require a lot of spices, and that you pulverize the masala. You pulverize the spices. To make good pulao of rice, you have to pulverize the spices. That is how you remember this particular word. Pyrrhic is to won at a great cost. Offset victory, no-win situation. Suppose you have won a particular match, but still you have lost a considerable amount of your army. That is a Pyrrhic victory. Suppose you have won the match and you develop pyrrhia as a disease. Your teeth starts bleeding. So that is not a good sign. When you have won the war, you have developed pyrrhia as a disease, and then you will eventually die. So that is not a win, it's a pyrrhic victory. And that is how you remember pyrrhic, won at a great loss. You have lost something and you have gained something. The loss is greater compared to the winning, that is pyrrhic. Quagmire is the next word. Quagmire basically means an awkward situation. It's a mess, it's an imbroglio. It's totally a mess. So imagine, look at the wires that are there. Quagmire, if you look at the visual with wires, so many wires entangled onto each other, that's a quagmire. That's a confusion wala situation. That is a awkward situation. That is an imbroglio. That is a daldal. आपको पता नहीं चल रहा किस पे जाना है. What is the right way to do? What is the right direction that you should be going? That is quagmire. Next word is rambunctious. Rambunctious means roidish, something who is rowdy, who is unruly, who is buoyant. Imagine Ram as a student who bunks the classes. Imagine Ram as a student who bunks the classes and goes for any kind of party. Imagine the Ram Bhakts. These people will create a lot of noise. They will create a lot of high-spirited, unruly, buoyant noise, and they will create a lot of confusion. So these are people, these are students who have bunked their classes and who have gone for a protest. So that is how you remember this particular word. Redundant. Redundant is basically that is unwanted, that is useless, surplus, unnecessary. Imagine anything which is crossed with a red color, that is redundant. If the particular thing is crossed, redundant, it means that it is not to be used. It is unwanted, it is useless. Anything that you have scrapped, anything that is in scrap, you put a red mark on it, it is redundant. You do not use it as a particular thing. Resplendent is the next word. Resplendent means dazzling, impressive, something that is glittering, something that is splendid. If you use a pendant, the pendant will keep on shining. The pendant was made of diamond, and that was resplendent, that was shining, that was dazzling, that was impressive. Next word is reticent. Reticent basically means something that is reserved, something that is introverted. Rehta shant. Look at the underlined portion, reticent. वो बंदी रहती है संत की तरह, वो शांत रहती है, वो बंदी शांत रहती है, रहती शांत. And that is how you remember this particular word. Somebody who is shant is a reserved person, is an introverted person, is a shy person, and that is how you remember reticent. Somebody who is reserved and introverted. Ribaldry. Ribaldry is indecency, rudeness. Somebody, most of the villains you will find are ribaldry. They are bald in nature, they are bald, and they are also rude, and they are profane. They are not good people, they are wicked people. So remember this word ribaldry from the word bald. Villains are majorly bald, and bald villains are bad, and that is how you remember this word ribaldry. Salacious. Salacious means something that is obscene, indecent, improper, crude. Look at the visual and look at the word that this word starts with, sala. Sala is a negative connotation word, and if somebody uses this word again and again, he is an indecent person, he is an obscene person, he is improper, he is using improper language. Sala is an improper language in India. So that is how you remember this particular word. Saturnine. Imagine it is Saturday night and you are not being able to go to a Saturday night party. That is, you will feel sad, you will feel gloomy, you will feel miserable because you are missing the Saturday night party, and you will feel saturnine, you will feel sad, and that is the meaning of saturnine, you feel sad. The next word is scapegoat. Scapegoat is something that is a victim. There is a goat on which everybody is throwing the arrows. You make him that particular victim, that is the target. Goat stands for bakra. किसी को आपने बकरा बनाया है properly, that is a scapegoat. Straitjacket is something that is a repression, constraint, deterrence, something that is a barrier. Suppose there is a straitjacket, you wear a straitjacket, then it closes all the opportunity of wind to come in. You will not feel cold when you have worn a straitjacket because it will not let air to come in. So a straitjacket policy is something that will not let anything to enter into it. It's a straitjacket policy. Subterfuge. Subterfuge is basically a trickery, an intrigue, a deceit, a cheating, a duplicity. Basically, imagine there is a particular magician जिसने 70 लोगों का फ्यूज उड़ाया है, जिसने 70 लोगों को उल्लू बनाया है, जिसने 70 लोगों का मजाक उड़ाया है. That is somebody who has tricked. This magician has tricked, has fooled 70 people. 70 comes from Sutter, Subter, and fuse. He has fused the brains of 70 people, and that is why he is a trickster. It's a trick. He's a magician and he is doing his trick. The next word is supercilious. Supercilious is proud, lofty, arrogant, haughty, snobbish. Now, supercilious basically means somebody who is, who is very haughty, who is very proud of herself or himself, who is always looking at the ceiling, who will not look at the ground, who will always look at the ceiling. And that is what is the meaning of supercilious. She's not just looking at the ceiling, she's looking at the super ceiling, and she's not looking at the common people. She cannot relate to the common people. She is supercilious. The models have to be supercilious, and that is how you remember this particular word. The next word is cyberatic. Cyberatic is pleasure seeking, sensual, extravagant. Imagine a bar on the sky. Imagine a bar which is on the 32nd floor, on the 230th floor. So imagine a bar which is on the sky, open bar on the sky, where everybody is enjoying, everybody is pleasure seeking, everybody is extravagant, and everybody is lavishly spending a lot of money. That is cyberatic. Next is tirade. Tirade is a verbal onslaught. Tirade is when you are raiding somebody with your voice, when you are giving a hate speech against somebody, that is a tirade. आप किसी की रेड बजा रहे हैं, आप किसी के रेड पे जा रहे हैं और उसको बहुत गंदी गंदी बातें कर रहे हैं, वर्बल ऑनस्लॉट कर रहे हैं, दैट इज टाइरेड. द नेक्स्ट वर्ड इज अनकैनी. इमेजिन नानी who is uncanny. Your Annie is uncanny because she is not normal. Your Nani is not normal. She is unnatural, she is ghostly, she is strange, she is weird. Nanis are generally old people, old generation people. They are strange and weird. They behave in a different way, and that is why the word uncanny. Somebody who is not normal, somebody who is abnormal. The next word is undulate. Undulate basically means to oscillate, to swing, to bounce. Now, what is the way in which you can remember? Undulate. Because of the roads which were undulated, and because of that, you got undue late to the particular venue. You were delayed because you were not able to go through the undulated road. The roads were undulated, and because of that, you went late to the party. Undue late हो गया आपको. Unnecessary late हो गया आपको. That is undulate, and that is how you remember this particular word. Veneer. Veneer basically means finishing coat or a display, a mask that you are putting, a face that you are putting, a false face that you are putting is veneer. So imagine a girl who is putting a facial of paneer. Veneer sounds like paneer. Imagine a facial of paneer. That is a false face, that is a false mask, that is a coat that the particular lady has put on her face, and that is veneer for you. Now, with that particular word, we have reached to the end of this particular presentation, and as I told you, the link for the particular test is available in the YouTube description. Just go to the YouTube description and appear for the test. It's very, very simple. Just 10 questions, 100 marks, and once you score 30 marks and above, 3 questions you have to attempt properly, and then you will be able to win 1000 worth of cash prizes. There will be 5 winners. We'll be distributing the money among all of them. Just go and appear for that particular quiz, and you will be able to win 1000 in cash prizes. It was a pleasure interacting with you. Thank you so much. The test link is available in the YouTube description. Just go below and click on the test link. It's a Google form, and appear for the test and come back to us. We will contact you shortly. It was a pleasure interacting with you. Thank you so much.